Today I am going to show you how you can easily create dashed and dotted lines in Adobe Illustrator. Illustrator makes them easy to create. Welcome to Easy Guide YouTube channel. First we need a path to dash. The simplest way is to draw a straight line. To do that, select the line segment tool from the toolbar. It looks like a diagonal line. Or you can press the backslash key on your keyboard to switch to it. Now click and drag on the artboard to draw your line. Hold the shift key while dragging if you want it perfectly horizontal or vertical. Once your line is drawn, make sure it is selected. You should see anchor points at each end. If you accidentally deselect it, just switch to the selection tool and click the line again. Next, let's open the stroke panel so we can edit the line stroke. Go to the top menu and choose Window Stroke. The stroke panel should appear. Now click this menu icon and choose Show Options. With the stroke panel open and your line still selected, look for the dashed line checkbox. Click that box to enable dashed strokes on your line. Great, now your line will be dashed according to the values in the dashed and gap fields. Let's set those values. In the stroke panel, set the first dash value to 12 points and the first gap value to 8 points. You should see your line update immediately to a pattern of a 12-point dash followed by a 8-point gap, repeating along the line. If you want a more complex pattern, you can add more dash and gap values in the next field. For example, you could put 24 in the second dash field and 8 in the second gap field to repeat the pattern. The values will repeat in sequence along the line. Alright, we have a dash line. You can adjust the stroke weight to make the dash thicker or thinner. Just increase or decrease the number. Now let's talk about stroke caps. Those control how the ends of each dash look. Below the weight option, you will see 3 cap options: butt cap, round cap, and projecting cap. Butt cap gives square ends, round cap gives semicircular ends, and projection cap extends the line a bit beyond the path. By default, butt cap is selected, which is why our dashes have clean square ends. If you decide later that you want a solid line again, just uncheck the dashed line box and the stroke will go back to the normal. Now let's create a dotted line. The process is very similar with just a small change. Keep your line selected and the stroke panel open with dashed lines still checked. First, set the first dash value to 0. A dash of 0 length will become a dot once we use round caps. Next, set the first gap value to something like 15 points. This will be the space between each dot. Instantly, your line transforms into evenly spaced dots. Each dash of length 0 appears as a dot thanks to the round cap, and the 15-point gap space them out. You can now adjust the stroke weight to change the size of the dots and adjust the gap values to change their spacing. For example, a higher weight makes bigger dots and a smaller gap puts the dots closer together. You now know how to make a dotted line. You can apply the same steps to any shape strokes as well. For instance, draw a rectangle and follow the same process to give its outline a dashed or dotted border. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and leave a comment with any question or video request. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss any Illustrator tutorial.